Snow this early morning giving way to, again, more snow and a mix of rain and snow to finish out your morning. More about that coming in just a moment.
Right now this morning, a new carrier is bringing big changes to La Crosse's regional airport. More info up next.
The House expected to vote today on the Epstein files. We'll have more on the vote and Trump's sudden push for the release. And La Crosse's Common Council voting to close the Northside Library and pool despite community pushback. The latest on the budget battle. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter. It is Tuesday, November 18th. It is 5:59. Got a couple more seconds before that 6 a.m. alarm goes off. We will send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett. He's got some jarring news to wake us up with. No, it's okay. It's okay out there, right? Just take it a little bit slow.
It's just fine. Actually, it's a nice walk in the morning with wet roadways. It's beautiful out there. It's clean. It's just great. But right now, it's going to snow. It will be there for you. And it's mostly pushing out of the region away from Eau Claire. I should say towards Eau Claire and away from La Crosse right now. As that happens, we'll find this changing over to a mix of rain and snow in the forecast. Let me get you a little bit closer so you can see what I'm talking about here. Holding on now, mostly rainfall over La Crosse right now. But if you get towards Black River Falls, you're starting to see that mix of rain and snow beginning there for them in Sparta as well. You'll also see some more snow going towards Eau Claire, getting closer there. Also for areas right by into areas down towards Viroqua as well. You'll be seeing a mix of rain and snow there eventually. Holding on to current temperatures in the 30s right now, widespread for you. I also want you to pay attention. The winds are light right now, but we're also going to see as we go to the morning hours, you're going to see that snow kicking in and mixing in with the rainfall by 6 o'clock, all the way through 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and into the 8 o'clock hour. So make that note. As you can see, going into the tail end of your morning commute, you're going to be seeing that snow mostly taking over control. So you're going to be seeing that continue to move into your commute. So that's where it's going to possibly be the most for your morning as far as snow, and of course driving in it is going to be an issue. You'll also see continuing on by the noon hour, snow and a mix of rain is still with our forecast as well. We'll carry over into Eau Claire where you're seeing that now coming into a mix of rain and snow for the 6 o'clock hour, turning right into snow by 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock and lingering all the way to the noon hour for the better part of the day, with up to a 40% chance to finish out with snow getting down to the ground. We'll take a peek here for high temperatures today, widespread in the 40s with drier conditions in your afternoon. Once that snow dissipates for the 12 o'clock hour into the 1 o'clock hour, we should be done, and then dry conditions with, of course, cloudier skies remain.
Okay, Art, and now we'll take a live look outside from our News 8 Storm Runner. This is currently heading on US 16 between North La Crosse and Onalaska. You can definitely see the roads are wet here in this shot from our Storm Runner. Looks like some precipitation is falling, but again, nothing too serious right now. So just try to give yourself some extra time, take it slow out there on the roads, and we will of course check back in with more live looks. And a reminder for you this morning, you can track weather with the First Warn Weather app. You can find that wherever you download your apps. Some breaking news this morning. La Crosse Regional Airport is getting new flights and they're affordable. News 8 Now Seth Padilla is in the newsroom to tell us about the airport's newest carrier. Good morning.
Good morning, Alexandra. Allegiant Airlines is coming to La Crosse next year with flights starting at just $69 one way. The airline announced overnight it will start service in February with flights to Mesa, Arizona near Phoenix. Then in May, you'll be able to fly to Sanford, Florida near Orlando. Right now, La Crosse only has flights to Chicago O'Hare. And we did check online, and as of right now, a one-way flight to Florida is $116 on May 21st, and a one-way flight to Arizona is $69 on February 9th. Reporting live from the newsroom, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now This Morning.
Okay, warm weather, here we come. Thank you, Seth. Turning now to some other news making headlines today. The House expected to vote on a measure to force the release of the Epstein files. That comes after President Trump changed course, now publicly urging Republicans to support that effort. As we take a live look at the Capitol this morning, sun coming up there. CBS's Bradley Blackburn reports on what could happen next.
I think it'll be a large hotel.
In Washington, the House is expected to vote today on the Epstein Files Transparency Act, and it's expected to have at least the two-thirds majority needed to pass.
I think the public has the right to know.
This isn't about President Trump. I mean, this is about women who are seeking justice and finally getting it.
A bipartisan group was already pushing toward this vote when President Trump Sunday changed his position and said he now supports releasing the files, though he still says the Epstein issue is a hoax.
It's really a Democrat problem. The Democrats were Epstein's friends, all of them. And it's a hoax. The whole thing is a hoax.
Questions about the president's ties with Epstein were renewed last week after the release of emails from the late convicted sex trafficker and one-time Trump friend. The president has said they had a falling out more than a decade ago, and he had no knowledge of Epstein's crimes. If the measure passes, it would go to the Senate, where the majority leader hasn't yet promised to take it up. Monday night, the words "release the files now" were projected onto the Justice Department, and some lawmakers are concerned that the president's push for new investigations into the Epstein case could limit what's released.
They may be trying to use those investigations as a predicate for not releasing the files.
Some survivors of Epstein's abuse are expected to speak outside the Capitol Tuesday morning ahead of the House vote. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
And the La Crosse Common Council approving the city's 2026 budget last night. That means the Northside Library and pool will close. The council voted 10-3 to approve the $74 million budget. Several community and council members pushed to keep the library and pool open, calling them critical resources. But supporters say the city had to close a significant funding gap.
It's not an easy budget. I think it's a responsible one. We all want to say yes to everything, but leadership means making hard choices about where limited resources will have the greatest impact, and that's what this budget does.
The Northside Library branch will close in June. The pool will not reopen after the winter. Some developing news tied to Pete Buttigieg's town hall in La Crosse. News 8 learning he has to reschedule that due to a family emergency. A Buttigieg rep said his mother is in the hospital. The town hall was set to happen today. Right now, no word on when it could be rescheduled. And Viterbo University offering some free voice and health screenings today. That'll cover vocal health and can detect allergies, reflux, nodules, and other lesions. Anyone age 10 and older can get screened from 11:30 to 1:50 at Viterbo's Nursing Center. The time now is 6:06. Still ahead, Minneapolis airport workers are threatening to strike. We'll tell you why. Your phone charger could be a fire hazard. Nearly 82 million Americans will travel for Thanksgiving. And the hottest holiday toys and the best times to buy them just ahead in your consumer news. For now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. Amplify by Gunderson is hosting its 20th annual blanket drive as winter approaches. Donations will be distributed to more than 20 local organizations, including the Salvation Army, Boys and Girls Club, and Catholic Charities. The drive runs through December 19th. If you want to drop off some blankets, you can do so at Gunderson campuses in La Crosse and on Alaska. And we'll take another live look right now from the News 8 Now Storm Runner. You can see the roads are pretty wet out there this morning. We know some precipitation is falling from the sky. So far, a reporter on the ground says no slick spots or anything out there, but it is a little bit wet, so just keep that in mind. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Maxwell White Plumbing stands behind every bathroom remodel. With over 700 five-star reviews, we guarantee you're going to love your new bathroom. And for a limited time, offering financing with 0% interest for 48 months. So call today.
Everybody's friendly, and if you've got problems or need some help, they'll pitch in.
All the things I used to do before I came here, I still do. It gives you freedom and a little happiness.
You don't have to shovel, you don't have to mow.
I would recommend this place highly. We looked at several, and this was the top of my line. The meals, everything is just, it's great.
Are you shocked by letters like these that say your Medicare plan is no longer accepted at your provider or your Medicare plan is being canceled?
You started thinking, where am I going to go? What am I going to do? It was too confusing.
I think the fear is that you think you're older and who's going to take you? You know, what's out there, what's available. We came to Strive Medicare and everything was taken care of.
Felt like we didn't have to worry about it.
Call Strive Medicare today. We're here to help every step of the way.
When we say we're stuffing you like a sausage, we mean it.
Mike and Kyle on the sunny side of 61, Sugarloaf Automotive.
We buy and sell thousands of vehicles every year.
We ship nationwide every week. We buy vehicles nationwide as well.
Here are a few examples of why we are the undisputed price leader.
Mach-E's from $30,000 off new MSRP. Lincoln's from $15,000 off new MSRP. Or how about late model Mustang convertibles from $16,995?
Get to the sunny side of 61.
Sugarloaf Automotive in Winona.
Meet Jim. He loves the holidays. If he could celebrate year-round, he would. While some parts of the holidays can be a bit of a challenge, Jim knows that getting great gifts is no problem because he can easily gift holiday scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery for everyone on his list. With prices starting at $1 and retailers always close by, it's easy to spread joy all around this holiday season. Nice work, Jim.
The easiest way to furnish your cabin is at Black River Furniture Outlet. Bring the outdoors in with a handmade dining table set, crafted from the finest woods like hickory, walnut, maple, and barnwood. Shop cozy Amish rockers and upholstery, or Wisconsin-made easy sofas with customizable fabrics. Pair it all with a cabin rug, 5x8s, 8x10s, scatters, and runners available. And before you leave, visit the bed shed. Check out our rustic bedroom groups and bunk beds, as well as our Amish office furniture. Open 7 days a week, Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
We were in the beginning process of figuring out what we wanted to do to remodel 2 bathrooms. It was so helpful to be able to walk into the trailer and feel like you can envision that in your own home.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
1.3 million women are victims of domestic violence in the U.S. each year. What's more, 60% of domestic violence offenders will reoffend within 10 years. A program in Vernon County is hoping to change that. But like many federally funded programs this year, it's hitting a snag. News 8 Now's Allison Fergut explains.
The Creating a Process for Change program teaches domestic violence offenders how to handle conflict in relationships. It's an option designed to keep them out of jail and break the cycle of abuse. So far, it's been a huge success. But with federal dollars on the chopping block, coordinators have had to reach out to county and state leaders to make sure it remains available.
It changed everything around me.
No one likes to think they could be an abuser. For Paul Bukta, he had been living his life the only way he knew how.
I've been taught ever since I was a child, like you stand your ground. If you're right, you're right.
A mindset, he says, that led to his arrest, facing domestic violence charges against his girlfriend. The court gave him 2 options: go to jail for 30 days or take part in the Creating a Process for Change program.
I took it because, it's better than the other option, right? I came into it with a bad attitude. I told him, I said, I'm here because I gotta be here, not because I wanna.
But after a few weeks, his outlook changed.
I started to try and use the things I was learning, and it completely changed the way people viewed me, the way I viewed other people, and most importantly, it taught me how to treat people.
Paul says he's become a better friend, co-worker, and parent, crediting it all to the class.
I don't know one person that's went through the class and hasn't come out a different person.
We're not here to judge anyone.
Bill and Susan Townsley lead the class.
If we only work with victims and don't work with offenders, offenders just keep finding new victims. And so we really need a path for full recovery for both the victim and the offender.
During the course's 27 weeks, the Townsleys teach offenders how to deal with their emotions and resolve conflict in a healthy way.
Just by sitting through and thinking about it and, having these conversations with other people in similar situations, that kind of opens their eyes.
They say a key part of their program is having offenders learn from each other.
When the one guy who's a few weeks in is just like, I'm just having such a hard time, really wrapping my head around these concepts and letting go of the anger. It's the guy who's been here for 26 weeks going, yeah, it's hard. It took me a long time too, and you're gonna get there.
The program has led to incredible results.
We have not had a single person go through the program who has reoffended.
Despite the overwhelming success, they hit a road bump last spring. The federal grant that had been funding their work was suddenly canceled.
That grant being taken the way it was, without any warning, was a huge punch to the gut.
But that didn't stop them.
We just kept showing up, and I think that kind of helped the class, helped boost the class. Why are we gonna just walk out of here just because of a paycheck? No, we're not gonna do that.
Seeing the program's success, Vernon County stepped in over the summer to fund it through the end of this year. And the program just secured a major grant from the state of Wisconsin, allowing them to continue for another 3 years.
It'd be great if that can keep coming.
Paul, who credits the program for changing his life, hopes to see it reach more people.
If you can take this class, or at least learn the curriculum some way, then you can understand how to deal with those feelings before they take over.
Susan and Bill are working to bring this education into middle and high school classrooms in Vernon County, teaching students what healthy relationships look like before they graduate. Reporting in the studio, Allison Fergit, News 8 Now.
In your morning consumer news, more than 200 airport food service workers in Minneapolis are threatening to strike just days before Thanksgiving. The workers' contract with HMS Toast expired last December. They've been negotiating ever since. That's 11 months. The union says workers want significant wage increases and lower health insurance costs. The strike would happen if no deal is reached. More than 80,000 Belkin chargers are being recalled this morning because they could overheat and catch fire. The portable power banks and wireless charging stands were sold at Best Buy, Target, and Walmart from August 2020 to this August. They were also sold on Amazon and TikTok. If you have one, stop using it and contact Belkin for a refund. If you're traveling for Thanksgiving, you're not alone. Nearly 82 million Americans set to hit the road or take to the skies. That's 1.6 million more travelers than just last year. At least 73 million will drive, 6 million will fly. AAA says Tuesday and Wednesday afternoons will be the worst times to drive, so try to leave early in the morning to beat the traffic. And the holiday shopping season is here. Experts say right now is the best time to buy those toys, as Bradley Blackburn explains.
You ready to race?
I'm ready.
Amazing.
In this year's race for top toys, Marissa Silva is just the person to give you a head start.
Pull the trigger on the back. Oh, wow.
The Toy Insider's editor-in-chief shared some favorites, like this $30 Hyperburst set. Kids build the track and battle on it, knocking mini cars off.
I love that two kids can play at the same time, too, like right out of the box, which is awesome.
This season, with Wicked for Good popping into theaters, expect tie-ins, including this Glinda vanity kit, to cast a spell for many kids. Say the magic words. You've been Glindified. And it transforms.
This whole thing pops up, and kids can put in all their little accessories.
Oh my gosh, my daughters
do their makeup. Will love this. It's really cute, really interactive and engaging.
Another highlight.
Pick a color for me.
This Crayola tool that turns almost any marker into an airbrush.
Washable, wireless, nice and easy, and $19.99.
Many shoppers are hunting for deals, but Silva says if you need something specific, waiting for sales means taking a risk.
When it comes to sales, we're always looking right around Black Friday, but just keep in mind that the stock will already start to wane around that time. So it's game time right now.
While big ticket items like the Nintendo Switch 2 cost hundreds of dollars, you don't have to sacrifice fun if you're on a budget.
It's always about choosing options that are within your budget that offer really big play value.
Take this simple $20 game, Marshmallow Madness, that makes anyone who plays look ridiculous. I can't do it. I can't do it. One sweet idea to help your family laugh all season long. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
According to Circana, fewer consumers plan to wait till December to do their holiday shopping. More than 80% expect prices to be higher this year. Yeah, they are, unfortunately. That's a look at your consumer news. We will send it over to Art now. He's got an update on our forecast.
Okay, as we get into your local weather here, let me hold on to this real quick and change this out. I want to show you how this all shapes up now, getting into your forecast, showing you right back into the radar here, picking up again the possibility of more of that rainfall still moving into the region right now, but turning to rain and snow gradually. You'll also see as you get right here, the area of low pressure that's kind of ushering all this, moving it all to the east here, and it continues to push it all towards Black River Falls. Now you're seeing a mix of rain and snow there, holding on to the possibility of, again, some snow, still holding on to areas outside, getting just outside of Chippewa Valley, going towards Rusk County, gradually working its way up to the north here. So let me turn around here so I can get a better view here. Getting up closer to Rusk County here, that's supposed to remain dry. That wasn't supposed to be the case of all this happening. Now this is all new that's going together. So we're doing this together, my friends. Holding on to rainfall, you can see still over there from Rochester, straight all the way back up towards, going up towards the Twin Cities. You're also seeing Viroqua still holding on to a light batch of rainfall, continuing to La Crosse. You're seeing limited amounts of rainfall right now, still holding on there right now. And then continuing back down to areas to the south, you're seeing Prairie du Chien drier conditions now for you, as well as Boscobel, Richland Center, now still holding on to a little bit of light rainfall there, continuing on all the way back up into areas right up to Black River Falls. You can see going into most of the region here right there. Still mostly rainfall still falling right now, but outside of the portions, you can see most of that is all about the snow getting out of the region. All right, so we hold on to this. This is what's happening here. Because of all that, that means not so much rainfall or snow on the ground. So right now we're holding on to temperatures, still holding on to those 30s right near the freezing mark. So that rainfall that's out there is going to start freezing on the ground, on the surfaces. And as it does, well, we're going to see that mix of I should say first, glaze on the ground turning into black ice. The possibility of that happening with snow then falling on top of that will be hidden black ice underneath that snow. So as we go through the 7 o'clock hour, expect snow in the forecast carrying all the way to the 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock hour. And once you get into the 11 o'clock hour, you're back into the snow again, holding on to drier conditions leading into, again, the 1 o'clock hour. So that should all be done by then. Now, it's flipped the script a bit. We look at La Crosse, you're holding on to a mix of rain and snow going all the way through the 7 o'clock hour. By the time you get in the 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock hour, you're in snow. Snow continues on. So the morning commute will still hold on to a little bit of mix of rain and snow, holding on to the possibility of, again, snow for the 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock hour, all the way into the noon hour, and of course, all the way into 1 o'clock with light rain and snow mix. That continues on. For the kids going to school this early morning, you've got the snow going in for La Crosse right now. I should say a mix of rain and snow, then turning into drier conditions for the better part of the day with 40 degrees for your local temperatures. We'll also see Eau Claire, 30 degrees for the current morning for the kids going to school. You've got that mix that's happening out there right now with mostly snow getting towards you closer and then holding on to drier conditions with cloudier skies going to your afternoon at 39 degrees. You'll also see as we take a look here, going through it, 6 a.m. all the way through the 10 o'clock hour, you can see it. It's mostly a mix of rain and snow at 6, turning into snow all the way to 8 o'clock, going to snow again for the 10 o'clock again. Once again, as you see that for Eau Claire by the snow still falling in the forecast. So you've got that. Pretty much everybody between us and Eau Claire is going to have that situation. For Eau Claire going all the way out, all the way over to Black River Falls, you're looking at, again, the possibility of mix of rain and snow finishing out your day as well. Then, of course, as we get into the afternoon, you're going to go dry. Holding on to everybody else, you can see as you go to the zones, everybody else is going to get a little bit of snow getting into the forecast today. Pretty much happening across the board here, all the way from the north going into areas right by La Crosse. 40 degrees here with more mix of rain and snow, giving way to Whitehall, more mix of rain and snow, then carrying right back up to areas of Lady Smith, still staying dry. Eau Claire, you've got the rain and snow mixed and finishing out that way. We'll carry it over to the next 8 days to show you how this all figures out for the better part of your day. Just remember, driving to work right now is going to be the most treacherous thing that you're going to have for this early morning. Why? Because you've got the possibility of black ice on the roadways as we finish out. Other than that, just take it slow and listen to the folks that are pay attention to what's going on up in front of you as you're driving, and just take it slow and be kind to your folks ahead of you. That's a look at your forecast. That's all I've got. Back to you.
All right, as we take a live look outside with the News 8 Storm Runner, this is currently heading on US 16 between La Crosse and Onalaska. You can see the roads there are wet, as Art was saying. There is some precipitation falling. It's cold out there. There is a chance of black ice, so just be careful. Take it a little slow as you head out the door this morning, but nothing too major accumulating out there on the roads. Some women are skipping early prenatal visits. Doctors say that's a problem. We'll tell you why those appointments matter. And detecting lung cancer will soon be more affordable thanks to 3 high school students. The latest on their invention.
Coming up in the Blitz, the Badger men's basketball team looking to stay perfect on the year, plus highlights from the Bucks and T-Wolves around the association. Don't go anywhere.
When the food truck arrives at our neighbor's place, it takes a community. Our attorneys don't just fight insurance companies, they fight hunger in Wisconsin alongside our neighbor's place. Because together, we're stronger. Bygoff and Rohde, your neighbors, your injury advocate.
They often say variety is the spice of life. Well, if that's what you're looking for, the Board Store is your destination. Because we have variety. We have windows and doors. We have siding. We have sunrooms, we have kitchens, we have bathrooms, we have flooring, we have tile. Whatever your home improvement needs are, interior or exterior, there's no better destination than the Board Store showrooms at 524 Copeland Avenue in La Crosse.
In 1969, Taco John's combined Western traditions with Mexican flavors and created West-Mex. More than 50 years later, it still tastes like a good idea. Get crispy tacos for just $1.39 every Taco Tuesday, only at Taco John's.
I do like knowing the person that's sitting across from my desk. I've formed a lot of relationships over the years based on trust. When I see the look on a member's face when I say, yes, this loan is good, you're good to go, it makes me happy. To me, being the team you can trust is honesty. When you do a loan with me at Firefighters Credit Union, like everything we do, it's not about the car, it's about you.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
Drive your story with a new Ram.
Take your next adventure in a new Jeep from Pischke Motors.
Get your Ram or Jeep now during the Wrap Up the Year sales event. Get 0% APR for 60 months on a 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn and Laramie. And get 0% APR for 60 months on a 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L. Hurry in because this offer ends December 1st. Go to Pischke.com, Pischke Motors West Salem, or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
From the law office to the clothing closet, our lawyers seek hope and recovery for the whole community. Bygoff and Rohde and our Neighbors Place, where every injury and every neighbor matters, because together we're stronger. Winning justice for Wisconsin.
I'm fighting for the integrity of this board.
A La Crosse County board member cries foul over funding for a bridge housing program. But is there really cause for concern?
There is no smoking gun.
Thursday at 6, a controversy that may be anything but. News 8 Now, Sports.
What's up, E.T.?
No one brings you closer to Hollywood's biggest stars than E.T.
E.T.
Secrets out with A-list exclusives.
We're spilling the E.T.
This is my E.T.
E.T. retrospective.
What is going on?
That is so inappropriate.
Only on E.T.
I should not tell this story, but I'm going to anyway.
Always on E.T.
Cut the camera.
Weeknights at 6:30 on News 8.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
Welcome to the Blitz. Well, a big matchup looms with a chance for some revenge against number 9 in the country, BYU, later this week. But first, the Wisconsin men's basketball team with a tune-up game last night against Southern Illinois Edwardsville. Both teams lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, combining for 89 points. Here's 3 of Nick Boyd's 22 on the evening. Then a few possessions later, Bucky getting some bench scoring courtesy of Braden Carrington, who gets a chance for a 4-point play. Wisconsin's leading scorer on the night was John Blackwell, who was 5 of 6 from downtown. Here he cans that one to make it a 6-point Badger lead. They'd go into the break up 48-41. In the second half was where Greg Gard's team would separate themselves, as off the steal, Nolan Winter gives it up and gets it back on the alley-oop for the slam. Badgers pick up the win at 94-69. Bucks taking on the Cavs, and it was a good start for Milwaukee in this one. Check out the body control by Giannis Antetokounmpo to complete the and one. Bucks go up by 12 early, but then a key play late in the first half. Giannis attacking the rim, goes up. His try is no good, and he gets up slowly. The team calling it a groin strain, and he did not return to the game. And from there, Cleveland just started to assert their dominance as Donovan Mitchell with the sweet Euro step into the floater that goes. Then former Bucks Sam Merrill with one of his 6 threes right there. Bucks fall on the road at 118-106. T-Wolves looking to make it 5 wins in their last 6 after a slow start to the year, and this was Naz Reid's best showcase of the season so far. Hits the triple, and then coming up here, he's going to attack the lane and rise for the powerful put down to put Minnesota up by 13. 6 different T-Wolves hitting double digits, including Anthony Edwards, who connects from distance to extend the home side's lead. But the leading scorer was Reid, who poured in a season-high 22 points in just 23 minutes of action. Minnesota victorious once again, taking this one over Dallas by 24. That's all for your Tuesday morning Blitz. Hope you'll check back in with us later tonight.
At Top Dog Retreat in West Salem, your pup isn't just boarded, they're pampered. From tail wagging daycare to cozy overnight stays, we treat every dog like our own. Safe, clean, and full of fun. Book today at booktopdog.com. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
The camper. It has been a reliable companion for your family's good times. But after years of use, it has shown some wear and tear. A broken window from an errant baseball, a couch that your dog allegedly chewed on, and an AC unit that doesn't work like it should. It's time to call Jim's Truck and Trailer Coach Works. We have been improving your family's campers since 1970. Call us today and we will make your camper feel brand new. Jim's Truck and Trailer Coach Works. Repair, refinish, remarkable.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend.
Happy together.
And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
Get 0% financing on all 2026 Silverado 1500 pickups. That's $6,873 total value on this Silverado. Plus, current Chevy owners get $3,750 total cash allowance.
We all want to be understood, to matter, to build a life that feels balanced and fulfilling. At Dovetail Counseling, we meet you where you are. With compassionate and honest therapy, making you a strong and seamless whole. We specialize in trauma therapy and neurodivergent well-being. Visit our website or call. Would you like to be understood? Dovetail Counseling, healing through connection in downtown La Crosse.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
The early bird gets the deals and the rewards at Fleet Farm's pre-Black Friday Buy More, Earn More event. Fleet Rewards members will earn extra rewards on qualifying purchases from November 13th through the 19th. Earn $10 when you spend $100, earn $25 when you spend $200, and earn $50 in rewards when you spend $350. Membership's free. Sign up in-store or online. And get 7 days of extra rewards at Fleet Farm's Buy More, Earn More event. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
At Top Dog Retreat in West Salem, skip the mess and hassle at home. Our climate-controlled self-serve dog wash is open 24 hours to keep your dog clean, dry, and ready for their next adventure. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
The News 8 Plus app. Local news on your time.
A winter weather advisory is in play as we finish out to the noon hour this morning because of the snow that's on the way. More about that coming up in just a moment.
Right now this morning, some big changes coming to La Crosse's regional airport. More info up next.
And the House is expected to vote today on the Epstein files, the latest on the vote and Trump's sudden push for the release. A quarter of pregnant women are skipping early prenatal care. Doctors say that's putting babies at risk. Why those first appointments matter. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter. On this Tuesday, November 18th, it is 6:32 a.m. Good morning to you all. We'll send it over first thing to meteorologist Art Jarrett in the Weather Center. He's tracking the forecast for the day for us. What can we expect out there today, Art?
Well, I'll tell you what, right now, you notice this winter weather advisory is in play, but you know who doesn't seem to be in it? It's the place we're standing in right now, Alexandra, holding on to that possibility of that rainfall may kind of nudge everything out to the east a little bit more, so going towards Black River Falls, all the way out in Clark and Juneau County, holding on to the possibility of that, holding on to more snow in your forecast. And as you can see, all the way up towards Eau Claire, and they're not even in it as well as you get into Eau Claire County there, and eventually we'll hold on to how this all shapes up. So without the snow, the possibilities for some folks picking up some cumulative snow up to 2 inches still in the forecast. La Crosse, I'm not discounting you, but we're going to still hold on to wet snow to be in our forecast. We get a little bit closer with all of this right now. You're going to be seeing this get closer here. You're seeing more rainfall for La Crosse still, as I showed you just last hour, giving way to the possibility of, again, more snow kicking out towards the east and northeast out of the region. And then gradually we'll hold on to how this all shapes up. First, we start off with the temperatures. 20s and 30s in the forecast right now. Most of the locations are in the 30s, so we're trying to get those numbers down to get that rainfall down to the ground. To freeze, of course, to get more freezing conditions getting in the forecast here, so we can see more of this continuing on for the morning. Where the models are still showing us that we're getting it, so it's still possibly coming in the forecast, as well as Eau Claire as well, to finish out the morning hours into the afternoon. And as we get into your highs for the day, you're looking at widespread 30s and some 40s in the forecast, and I say now at least 38 to about, say, 41 to 42 degrees in your your forecast. That's what it's going to be. When I come back, we'll take a better look together. Back to you.
All right, Art, now we're taking a live look outside from Storm Runner 8. This is on US 16 between La Crosse and Onalaska. You can see the wipers are on. They're working overtime this morning. Some precipitation falling. The roads are wet. It's pretty easy to see that here in this shot. So definitely make sure to leave a little bit early if you can. Give yourself some extra time. It's not looking too horrible out there, but as Art said, the possibility of black ice is out there. So just be careful, and we'll check back in shortly. And a reminder for you, you can track weather with the First Warn Weather app. You can find that wherever you download your apps. Some breaking news to get to now. La Crosse Regional Airport is getting new flights, and they're affordable. News 8 Now, Seth Padilla is live in the newsroom to tell us about the airport's newest carrier. Good morning.
Good morning, Alexandra. Allegiant Airlines is coming to La Crosse next year with flights starting at just $69 one way. The airline announced overnight it will start service in February with flights to Mesa, Arizona near Phoenix. And then in May, you'll be able to fly to Sanford, Florida near Orlando. Right now, La Crosse only has flights to Chicago O'Hare. And we checked online, and as of right now, a one-way flight to Florida is $116 on May 21st, and a one-way flight to Arizona is $69 on February 9th. Reporting live from the newsroom, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
All right, Seth, just in time for some warm weather. Thank you for that. Turning now to some other news making headlines today. The House is expected to vote on a measure to force the release of the Epstein files. That comes after the president changed course, now publicly urging Republicans to support that effort. As we take a live look at the Capitol this morning, CBS's Bradley Blackburn reports on what could happen next.
I think it'll be a large hotel. In Washington, the House is expected to vote today on the Epstein Files Transparency Act, and it's expected to have at least the two-thirds majority needed to pass.
I think the public has the right to know.
This isn't about President Trump. I mean, this is about women who are seeking justice and finally getting it.
A bipartisan group was already pushing toward this vote when President Trump Sunday changed his position and said he now supports releasing the files, though he still says the Epstein issue is a hoax.
It's really a Democrat problem. The Democrats were Epstein's friends, all of them, and it's a hoax. The whole thing is a hoax.
Questions about the president's ties with Epstein were renewed last week after the release of emails from the late convicted sex trafficker and one-time Trump friend. The president has said they had a falling out more than a decade ago, and he had no knowledge of Epstein's crimes. If the measure passes, it would go to the Senate, where the majority leader hasn't yet promised to take it up. Monday night, the words "release the files now" were projected onto the Justice Department, and some lawmakers are concerned that the president's push for new investigations into the Epstein case could limit what's released.
They may be trying to use those investigations as a predicate for not releasing the files.
Some survivors of Epstein's abuse are expected to speak outside the Capitol Tuesday morning ahead of the House vote. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
And closer to home, the La Crosse Common Council approving the city's budget last night. That means the Northside Library and pool will close. The council voted 10-3 to approve the $74 million budget. Several community and council members pushed to keep the library and pool open, calling them critical resources. But supporters say the city had to close a significant funding gap.
It's not an easy budget. I think it's a responsible one. We all want to say yes to everything, but leadership means making hard choices about where limited resources will have the greatest impact, and that's what this budget does.
The Northside Library will close in June. The pool won't reopen after the winter. In our medical news this morning, roughly a quarter of pregnant women in this country don't get prenatal care in their first trimester. Experts say early care is critical because it provides the longest window to support a mother's health. But starting care late is a growing trend, and it's dangerous. Only 75% of babies last year were born to mothers who started prenatal care in the first trimester. 3 high school students invented a cheaper way to detect lung cancer early. Their test is less invasive, more affordable, and quicker than biopsies or CT scans. It works by detecting cancer markers in a person's breath, an important step in early detection.
It cost like 60 grand, and that was like the gold standard of what was being used at the time for breath-based lung cancer detection. We know we're not going to beat the accuracy of that expensive device, but we just wanted to make a cheaper version that could still work.
The device is nearly 100% accurate. The students are in discussions with the scientific journal for publication. The total cost is $200. Before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8.
All right, Hayden is 8 weeks old and loves smiling.
And he's dressed as a turkey. Look at that. Gobble, gobble. Calvin is 8. He loves his 2 sisters.
All right, and we also have Adam. He's 18 and loves old vehicles and playing games.
Happy birthday. And if you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 1880 or 88, we'd love to feature them.
That's right. Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com, and look for the Submit Pictures button under the Home tab on our website.
Coming up, belonging isn't just a value, it's a leadership strategy. The GladSeed Conference coming to La Crosse next.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
We see you out there doing things your way. So why shop the same retail giants as everyone else when you can find the same trusted products at unbeatable farm and fleet prices? Right now, during our fall workwear event, men's full blue denim jeans just $10.99. Get a free $30 farm and fleet gift card when you buy a pair of Thorogood work boots. Plus, we offer Blaine's best price promise, guaranteeing you'll always find the lowest price with us or we'll match it. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
The most important value of our law firm is our commitment to our clients.
While they are one of the largest personal injury firms in the state, I didn't feel lost in the shuffle or lost in all of their casework. I felt like my case mattered very much to my attorney, and I felt very personally attended to and valued.
Without question, I'd highly recommend Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben.
You need an experienced attorney on your side. Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben. Call or visit schwebel.com.
Drive your story with a new Ram.
Take your next adventure in a new Jeep from Pischke Motors.
Get your Ram or Jeep now during the Wrap Up the Year sales event. Get 0% APR for 60 months on a 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn and Laramie. And get 0% APR for 60 months on a 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L. Hurry in because this offer ends December 1st. Go to Pischke.com, Pischke Motors West Salem, or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
The Good Feet store just really helped me out. I mean, they gave me the right arch support for my feet, not somebody else's feet. Then it was like, okay, this is something special.
See for yourself with the free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Beef dreams to be slow roasted by Arby's, tossed in hickory barbecue sauce, and sold 2 for $6. Who are you to deny dreams? Arby's, we have the meat.
If your basement walls are peeling, that is not appealing. So this is water damage,
Yes,
man?
sir. That's water damage.
How many people right now have compromised their basement brought on by water?
Oh, the majority. I mean, water is the enemy of a home.
Right.
But it's better to have it assessed to give you that ease of mind.
Sure.
Inspections are free. Might as well just give us a call to help.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Okay, we get back into how this all starts off for your day here, holding on right now to a winter weather advisory that's in play. You're going to see that kick in all the way for now, all the way to the noon hour. This is all the way holding on to portions of, you got Adams, you got Juneau, you got Monroe, as well as Jackson County in that. You notice La Crosse is not in that as well. That's unfortunate, and neither is Eau Claire, believe it or not, because this system is pushing everything out to the northeast and out of the region here, and as that does, well, it limits our activity. But right now, we still hold on to a wintry mix turning turning to a morning snow, giving way to this early morning. We'll keep an eye on this. Why? Because you can still see some of this moisture could come back and wrap around as we get back into it as well, come back around here and be pulled into this and bring more snow into our region. But you're seeing most of that snow now is kicking out of the side of the region now, outside the belt, and then giving way into areas by Black River Falls with a mix of rain and snow there. Eventually Sparta was holding on to that. Now they're in rainfall, continuing in for La Crosse, going all the way from from La Crosse, going through Monroe County, and then pushing it all the way out to areas by Jackson County. And out of that, you can see now drier conditions down to the south as well. And as that continues on, the system is almost pushing everything out. But don't count your eggs too much before they hatch here, because why? We could see more of that rainfall get pulled back in and then work its way back into our region. Holding on to lows this early morning, 30s. So it's more like we've talked about now. It's all about black ice that could be on the roadways getting into your forecast this early morning with all that rainfall that's been going on the ground. And so it may look nice to want to splash in it and jump around like we used to do in California, but no. There could be some black ice out there, and that could cause you to slip and fall and hurt yourself. So we don't want that to happen at all for anybody, not even the kids as well going to school. So kids should know that as they're going to school today. That could also be an issue. The teachers should let them know about that too. Holding on to current temperatures, holding on to your forecast there as well. As I can see more 30s as I mentioned before, but holding on to it as we go all the way through the 7 o'clock hour. You have the snowfall possibilities for Eau Claire, still holding on to a little bit of snow, finishing out by the 9 o'clock hour. The light snow possibility still not out of the question by the 11 o'clock hour, but drier as you go into the noon hour into 1 o'clock as well. We'll also pick up La Crosse, holding on to the possibility of still that happening with a mix of rain and snow, possibly carrying over all the way to the 9 o'clock hour, going right back into the rain and snow by the 11 o'clock hour, and then done again with that mix to finish out going into the noon hour. Eventually, as you can see across the board, it's going to be similar conditions as well. Not much change is going to be about had for that. It's like a 100% chance of that happening and then kind of pushing out of the region. Eventually, Eau Claire will follow suit as well as a 60% chance down to a 30% chance to kicking out of the region before it's all done. So we get into who's getting what. You can still see some folks getting up a little bit in the form of some shower activity across the region. Everybody's getting a taste of this all across the board down to Prairie du Chien. They're done now. They're drier. You can see they're pretty much drier, holding on all the way up to areas by Lafarge, picking up that possibility. Hillsboro also possibly in that as well. Back up to areas up to the north is getting La Crescent. That's kind of waning right now for you right now, but holding up to areas right by La Crosse, you can still see that coming back again, as well as portions all up to Osseo, as well as portions of Alma Center, and all the way into areas by Warrens, especially there in Toma. Still the possibility of that rainfall and snow mix still in the forecast for you. Guaranteed up there areas by Eau Claire, you've got that going on there, and then ticking off to the east a little bit more so. Loyal, Neilsville, Augusta, still holding that, as well as Falls Creek, and getting to Thorpe and Stanley as well, Stanley too as well. So as that finishes out, you can see this continue on, pushing out of the region gradually. I'm pushing this up faster so you can see it a little bit higher. More of the rain and snow mix up by Red Wing, all the way back into Rochester, back up to Minneapolis there. So most of this is kind of kicking around, making another loop, coming back again. So this may come back at us as we finish out, going towards Mason City. And we saw that yesterday with Mason City with some rainfall kicking back into the forecast. Eventually brought it back to areas by Decorah. Prairie du Chien had a little bit of a mix of rain and snow going into the early morning yesterday. So as we finish out, that kills out by 4 o'clock. We're all done. Drier conditions for everybody, and that's how that all prevails. We'll also see as we go through the next few days, Wednesday's holding on to temperatures in the 40s for you widespread. Eventually, as you get into the rain amounts, 1/4 inch or less in the forecast, and snow could be up to 2 inches or less in the forecast, giving way to a better forecast as you go into drier conditions for the next few days, carrying over into milder conditions as we go into Friday, and then we'll see that mild continue all the way through the weekend, possibly getting temperatures back in the low 50s in the forecast. We may warm up about 10 degrees in the forecast. Get out and enjoy that.
All right, I will, Art. Thank you very much. New this morning, the Greater La Crosse Area Diversity Council is hosting its 15th annual conference on Thursday, focusing on belonging as a leadership blueprint. And we're joined by the Executive Director, Arlette Miller, to tell us more. Good morning, Arlette. Thank you for being here.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, great to see you. What should we know about this year's conference?
Yes, so this year's conference is being held at the Linda Center at Western Technical College, Thursday, November 20th. And it is our 15th annual conference this year, Alexandra.
Yeah,
yes.
that's great.
And so it is a big milestone, and also because of the challenges this year has brought globally and nationally, it is of higher importance.
Okay, yeah, sounds like it.
I have to ask, does belonging even exist anymore? I have to ask that. I'm sorry if I threw that out to you as a curveball.
Yes, belonging, we're working on it, right? We're working on that belonging piece that is so important for our workplaces these days, and also for our community at large. The word of belonging comes from that leadership that is courageous, that is available to all. I feel like all of us are leaders in whatever role we have in our communities, and so belonging is the basis of that leadership.
Okay, yeah, definitely an important time for that. And so this year's theme is belonging as the blueprint for leadership. So talk a little bit more about that.
This year's theme explores everything that has to do about innovation in our region. Innovation, of course, in the sense of belonging. We're bringing in local leaders and also statewide leaders to bring a conversation that is authentic, to bring a conversation, discussions on belonging, inclusivity, and diversity.
Okay, all very important.
So how do we
topics.
score tickets for this?
I'm sorry?
How do we get tickets?
Oh, tickets. We are sold out. The conference has been sold out since last week. And so we have a full house.
Okay. All right. So we'll have to wait for next year.
Yes.
Or
yes.
the recap. Okay. Good to know there. Congratulations on that. And who should attend? Is it just business leaders that you typically see signing up, or is it other people as well?
The conference is bringing in leaders from organizations in our region, large and small businesses, also nonprofits, big and small, and members of our community.
Okay, and the mayor, Shondell Washington Spivey, will speak. That's very exciting. Tell us a little bit about what we can expect from that.
We've been speaking about this, and this is the most important conference in our region this year. Mayor Shondell Washington Spivey is opening the conference, and we are expecting that he brings a perspective that speaks about what's been done in previous years in terms of belonging and inclusion in our region, and also what to expect coming forward. What to expect in sense of community and also the workplaces. What forms of action can we take towards a more inclusive La Crosse area?
Okay, and so why is this conference and the work that you guys are doing at GLADSEA, why is that so important to our community?
It is important because, again, the sense of belonging is what brings everyone to a wellness life, a life that is fulfilled. And we often forget about this, but the sense of belonging makes you wake up every day and feel excited about the work that you do. We spend a huge amount of our lives in our work, correct?
Yeah.
And so that's why it is so important.
Okay, great to know. All right, Arlette, well, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, stay with us. We're back right after this.
Looking for extraordinary savings on fine jewelry? Visit House Diamond Jewelers in downtown La Crosse. Save up to 70% off diamonds, gemstones, and gold jewelry during this limited time event. Inventory is going fast. When it's gone, it's gone. Hurry in to House Diamond Jewelers today.
At Ashley's Black Friday event, you can save up to $1,000 store-wide on your entire purchase. Or buy now and pay later with 0% interest for 60 months. Plus, our price match guarantee means you'll always get the best deal. Going on now.
Wait, did you see this?
We gotta go.
That's right. Menards 11% rebate ends Thanksgiving Day. Hurry in and wrap up those big projects. Update your home with Shaw Vinyl Plank Flooring. Wentworth Vinyl Plank is $269 a square foot after rebate. Transform your bathroom with Lions. Get this wave shower for $599.99 after 11% rebate. Now's the time to complete your project. The 11% rebate ends Thanksgiving Day.
Save big money at Menards.
Your local Culligan expert helps you take control of your home's water with the world's most efficient softeners and drinking water systems. Culligan also gives you more control of your wallet with a variety of payment options. For better water and finances that fit, contact your local Culligan expert today.
Things are moving fast here on Highway 61, where we're updating our facilities to become the new Sugarloaf Automotive. Still with the same great sales and service team, along with great deals. A new Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited up to $9,000 off MSRP during the Black Friday sales event. Or a new Ram 1500 Laramie Crew Cab up to $15,000 off and 3.9% for 72 months. Come see us today on the sunny side of Highway 61, Winona.
News 8 Now wants to help you create memories with your family by watching movies on the big screen. Friday Flicks with Vicki Nichols of Sparta Cinema will tell you all about upcoming must-see blockbusters, plus exclusive deals at the theater. Watch this Friday at 5 a.m. on News 8 This Morning, presented by Sparta Cinema.
Welcome to Ashley's biggest sale of the year. During the Black Friday event, shop trending hot buys starting at just $1.99. Or take advantage of 0% interest for 60 months. The Ashley Black Friday event, going on now.
Looking for extraordinary savings on fine jewelry? Visit House Diamond Jewelers in downtown La Crosse. Save up to 70% off diamonds, gemstones, and gold jewelry during this limited time event. Inventory is going fast. When it's gone, it's gone. Hurry in to House Diamond Jewelers today.
I'm fighting for the integrity of this board.
A La Crosse County board member cries foul over funding for a bridge housing program. But is there really cause for concern?
There is no smoking gun.
Thursday at 6, a controversy that may be anything but.
Everything here except the words written was made with AI. The video, the music, even my voice. AI scammers are targeting you and they're doing it through your phone. Monday at 6 on News 8. How to avoid getting AI scammed.
The First Warn Weather app. Download it today. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Eagle River, the snowmobile capital of the world, is preparing for winter. Businesses are getting snowmobiles and gear ready for locals and tourists. After last year's mild winter, everyone's hoping for lots of snow this year. The town's economy heavily relies on winter snowfall.
La Crosse's regional airport is getting new flights, and they're affordable. Allegiant Airlines is coming to La Crosse next year with flights starting at just $69 one way. The airline announced overnight it will start service in February with flights to Mesa, Arizona near Phoenix. Then in May, you'll be able to fly to Sanford, Florida near Orlando. Right now, La Crosse only has flights to Chicago O'Hare. Reporting in the newsroom, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
The La Crosse Common Council approving the city's budget last night, closing the Northside Library and Pool. The council voted 10-3 to approve the $74 million budget. Several community and council members pushed to keep the library and pool open, calling them critical resources, but supporters say the city had to close a significant funding gap.
It's not an easy budget. I think it's a responsible one. We all want to say yes to everything, but leadership means making hard choices about where limited resources will have the greatest impact, and that's what this budget does.
The Northside Library will close in June. The pool won't reopen after the winter.
All right, I know you guys are skeptical, but I'm just going to say we have the rainfall turning into a mix of rain and snow, but the winter advisory, weather advisory still in play till the noon hour. We're also going to find ourselves with that wintry mix possibly coming in as we go into it, bringing us snow to finish out the day, which could be some wraparound moisture coming in from areas as we go from our west, coming back again from areas from across the river and bringing that snow right back to our areas. We could see about 1/4 inch of rainfall, up to maybe 2 inches of rainfall to finish out our day, giving way to drier conditions in the afternoon with widespread temperatures around, say, 37 to about, say, 41 to 42 degrees. So be safe out there and have a wonderful day as we finish out your afternoon. And as we go into the next few days, we'll go drier for the next few days as well. So it'll be quite comfortable and, of course, on the milder side.
Okay, all right. We'll be looking for your weather update at noon. And we'll also have the latest on that new airline coming to La Crosse's regional airport.